We can succeed during hard times if we choose to. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Let me say that once again. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the one thing that I'm finding out day by day, from studying, researching, analyzing, and even conversing with others, is that if you want to be able to live a good, a decent life filled with everything such as health, happiness, success, prosperity, love, joy, and money, and all the things that make life worth living for while we're on this earth, there's something that we must do. And when individuals understand this divine principle, they're going to find out that their lives are going to change forever. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. This is a continuation of a topic that I started discussing 2 days ago, above and beyond, the habit of going the extra mile. Now, as I'm getting started on this evening, I want you to know that I will be reading, quote, close quote, from the book entitled The Master Key to Riches. And I will be using selective quotes from it in an effort to make a point. So get a copy for yourself. It's called The Master Key to Riches, authored by the late Napoleon Hill. As you can see, there's a copy. Get a copy for yourself, study these principles, and it's going to make a difference in your life. Now let's get down to business. Oh, by the way, for those of you that have subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you very much. And I'm hoping that many more will subscribe. And for those of you that will be viewing this video and other videos, would you take out a few moments? Would you please hit that subscribe button? I would appreciate it. And also, if you like the videos and like these inspirational, motivational teaching lessons, hit the like button for me. All right? And now let's get down to the business of inspiring and motivating men and women to be the best that you can possibly be, to succeed, even when it seems like you're going against all odds. You can do this. Don't let anyone tell you that you can do it. This divine principle is nothing new. It's been around for thousands of years. Of course, the phraseology might have changed in individuals. They put their own spin onto it. But I have found out just from studying scripture that Jesus said these words as recorded in the Gospel according to Matthew, the 5th chapter, and the 41st verse, and I quote, "And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with him twain," close quote. Quote rather, or go with him 2 miles. Above and beyond, the habit of going the extra mile. If individuals are complacent and decide that they don't want to go above and beyond to do the thing or things that's necessary to succeed, they're going to find out that they will remain a part of the status quo. Wealth, riches, prosperity, it can come to all. Some are willing to do what it takes to succeed ethically, morally, constitutionally, and even spiritually. And they'll find the doors opening. What good does it do to have a lot of college degrees and don't know how to use them? Use everything that you have, all your gifts, all the talents, all the abilities to your own advantage, and you will find out that your life is going to be blessed and prosperous in so many ways. Whatever your gift, whatever your calling, whatever your profession, as long as it's noble, decent, and sincere, blessing others and helping others, the contributors are the ones who prosper, not the takers. The contributors of productivity are the ones who prosper, not the takers. Quote, "Let us now observe that the admonition to render more service and better service than for that for which one is paid is paradoxical, because it is impossible for anyone to render such service without receiving appropriate compensation. And let me add this: there is no such thing as something for nothing. In order to receive, we have to be able to give. How, Tyrone? Through your gifts, through your talents, through your abilities, through good works, through generosity. This is a major way of doors opening for men and women, even when it seems like all doors against you are closing. The compensation may come in many forms and from many different sources, some of them strange and unexpected sources, but come it will. Close quote. Quote, the worker who renders this type of service may not always receive appropriate compensation from the person to whom he renders the service. But this habit will attract, but this habit will attract, but this habit will attract to him many opportunities for self-advancement, among them new and more favorable sources of employment. Thus, his pay will come to him indirectly. Close quote. There's been a lot of talk about the law of attraction. How does it work? What is the law of attraction? Don't you know what you think is what you will have? The law of attraction, it's invested in ideas. What you think is what will come to you. This is a stipulated fact. There's no way of getting around it. If you hang around and associate with negative thinking, acting, speaking, doing people, you will begin to be just like them. If you want to achieve success, if you want to have health, happiness, success, prosperity, love, joy, and money, if you want to be able to be, to do, and to have, go above and beyond. Practice the habit of going the extra mile. What difference does it make if you do something that someone else doesn't want to do? Most individuals who are being paid a lot of money, they're only doing it because of the money. Their heart is not in it, their soul is not in it, and certainly their personality reflects it in every way. But when you do something with all of your heart and with all of your soul, ignited by passion, ignited with a drive, ignited with a powerful motive just to be able to serve. Those who work in the service-oriented professions, they are the backbone of the industry of this nation. For without them, the wheels of motion will not go forward. Make sure that when you're making your plans on the inside of your mind, what you speak, what you think will ultimately come to you. Negative thoughts give negative things. Even if an individual is in a negative circumstance or situation, I've been there many times, and I've had to think my way out of it through positive, what I call positive prayer thoughts. Oh yes, they're real. Quote, Ralph Waldo Emerson had this truth in mind when he said in his essay on compensation, I've read the book. I've read the entire essay. If you serve an ungrateful master, serve him the more. Put God in your debt. Every stroke shall be repaid. The longer the payment is withholden, the better for you. For compound interest on compound interest is the rate and usage of this exchequer. Close quote. Some people think that when they can get you to work for too little or nothing, oh, I am that brilliant, I am so smart, I am so wonderful. No, you're stupid. Because you think you can pay a person a little bit of money or the minimal bare amount, thus saving you a lot of money and earning you a lot of money in return. Listen, potential employers, if you utilize and take advantage of good people, you won't have them after a while. Look at the Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton was let go, remember? When the coach and the franchise decided to let him go, he went to New England. And now he's back with the Panthers. Isn't it amazing how Cam Newton put himself in a position where he became valuable in such a way that they knew that they could not progressively move forward unless he was a vital part of the team? What are you doing on the team that you're working with? You might have been fired from a job. You might have been overlooked for promotion time and time again. You might have asked for a raise and haven't gotten it, and you've been given the shaft. Ladies and gentlemen, continue to serve. Continue to make it your point in life that you are going to go above and beyond the habit of going the extra mile. I'm not asking you to do anything that I'm not doing myself. And as I look into the lens of this camera, I know I'm telling you the truth and I'm not lying. I go above and beyond the habit of going the extra mile. I've studied these principles for over 20 some odd years, probably maybe 30. And that they've been tested, tried, and proven. And they do work. Don't give up because something isn't working overnight. You cannot plant seeds to an apple orchard and expect it to be blossoming the next day. It's going to take time. Quote, "The attitude of a man who follows the habit of going the extra mile is this. He recognizes the truth that he is receiving pay for schooling himself for a better position and greater pay." Close quote. Quote, "This is an asset of which no worker can be cheated, no matter how selfish or greedy his eminent employer may be. It is the compound interest on compound interest which Emerson mentioned." Close quote. You can rise above the circumstances. You can rise above the situation. You can rise above the fray. You can rise above the disappointments, and you can rise above even one's environmental surroundings. It's not how you start out in life, it's how you end up. Too many individuals are quitting on the battlefield of success. They've given up. They've lost faith. They've lost hope. Why? Because they don't see the necessity of going above and beyond. It is real. The world is waiting for new discoveries. The world is waiting for new ideas. The world is waiting for great entrepreneurs of the mind to burst forth with great and better technology. You and I can be on the pulse and on the cutting edge of what it takes to enter that circle of success. For me, it's being an inspirational, motivational teaching. It's like I'm a mind coach, encouraging individuals. Yes, I do a lot of talking, even when I'm not on camera. Why? Because I believe in what I'm doing. And it is my desire to continue to inspire and to motivate as many men and women that I possibly can while I'm on this planet. And when you find your purpose in life, when you find your voice, when you find your calling or your mission or your agenda, put everything that you have on the inside of it. Don't allow circumstances and situations from the past to stop you. Don't allow disappointments and rejections and hardships to stop you. Don't allow failures from the past to stop you. Anchor yourself in your mind. Plant yourself in steadfast firmness. Come to this resolve that every gift, every talent is what has been given to you to use for the betterment of society during your lifetime. Well, this is the end of this particular lesson, Above and Beyond, the habit of going the extra mile. As I said earlier, I want to say as I close, get a copy. The Master Key to Riches by the late Napoleon Hill. Until next time, never surrender, never quit.